Welcome to the Snow Conditions Report, and I was really optimistic as we turned the calendar over to the new year that I have a better report to give you. Not yet. I think we have to wait another week. Next weekend looks much more promising. In the meantime, this is my wife and I and family up in the Petoskey area last weekend. Thanks to Emily Skydema doing the Snow Conditions Report, we were able to take advantage of some of that snow, and thank goodness that the ski resorts are able to make snow, especially this winter. So we continue, for you snow enthusiasts, praying for snow. Okay, what's out there right now? First glance at this map of the snow across the state, it looks pretty impressive, but it really isn't, because there's not a whole lot of useful snow out there in terms of the depth. The highest amounts in around the Houghton Lake area and in the western parts of the UP. Otherwise, if you're a snowmobiler, not so good. Snowshoers, if you're deep in the woods, you're still going to do some snowshoeing and so forth, or cross-country skiing. 97% of the state is covered with snow, but here's the deal. We're not expecting any snow throughout the rest of the weekend, and with sunshine and temperatures hovering, at least daytime highs hovering around the freezing mark, that will continue to compact the snow and melt a little bit of the snow. It's not going to be a fierce melt, but it will compact the snow. And I tell you what, 10 inches in Houghton Lake actually exceeds the 6 inches in Newberry and the Munising area. Marquette at 8 inches. I mean, one of the issues is this winter, it's been mild. Temperatures running so far this winter 4.7 degrees above average. And I'll show you the map in just a moment. And so far this month of January, running over 6 degrees above average. So we are just running an historic snowfall deficit. And by going into the weekend, it's 27 inches in terms of a deficit in Grand Rapids, about 29 inches in Muskegon. And by the time this snow drought is over, I think late next week, we could actually go a solid week without any snow. That's the current forecast. Our snowfall deficit will be in the 30s. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Okay, here's a season snowfall, and I wanted to point this out because with the milder than average temperatures and lack of Arctic air, notice how there's hardly any difference between Milwaukee, Muskegon, Green Bay, Traverse City on each side of the lake, which gives you a real good idea that just how warm it's been. We're not seeing the lake effect, and it's very few times Traverse City has less snow than Green Bay. Here's the mild temperatures. A lot of them, you can follow them all the way up into Canada, North Central Plains, bleeding into the Great Lakes, and that's one of the reasons why we haven't had much snow. Another reason, a blocking pattern has set up for this week. I'd mentioned just how long we're going to go without any measurable precipitation. Could be at least a week. Reason why? Well, high pressure over a low pressure, we call that a Rex block. It forces systems either north or south of the Great Lakes, and we're going to miss out on a snow event in the deep south, which is tough to take if you enjoy snow. But eventually, I'm going to go right through this jet stream pattern. At the tail end of it, you'll finally see a good chance of snow and some colder temperatures moving in. It's going to take a while, and you can see how the jet stream starts to buckle. That starts happening later on Thursday into the Friday time frame, and with this setup, it would lead to some good lake effect snow. But leading up to that, this is a 7-day snowfall forecast, and I don't know if I've ever seen this, where the entire state in the heart of winter is forecasting less than an inch of snow. Now let's go beyond that. This will actually include the following weekend when I think the lake effect snow showers are going to kick in. Now this is the 10-day forecast from the European model, and you can see the lake effect starts kicking in with about 9 inches of snow in the Traverse City area, Alpena 2 inches, not very much there, but at least we're expecting some snow. Okay, if you're taking advantage of the snow this weekend, hitting the slopes or what have you, temperatures, daytime highs with some sunshine, very tolerable, right around 30 degrees. Not so bad, and for Sunday, similar conditions with highs right around 30 degrees. So here's a look at the extended forecast in terms of temperatures. Whatever snow is out there will continue to shrink and shrink and shrink again until just after that Thursday time frame. That's when I think we'll start to adding on some of that snow. Okay, here's a live view. This is a Shush Mountain. You can see the slopes, well, nice and snow covered. That's a nice looking scene, and people taking advantage of that. So again, pray for snow out there. If you ice fishermen, I know you're chomping at the bit to get out there. Don't risk it. There isn't any safe ice, I think, in southwest lower Michigan. Now, once you get up to Houghton Lake, which this is a picture of, Robert Pollard, if you haven't checked out his site on Facebook, he does a remarkable job of giving the current ice conditions and even where there's some snow, take advantage of as well. Looking at his site, he said there's a safe 7 to 8 inch snow, or not snow depth, but ice depth across Houghton Lake. Higgins Lake is a deeper lake, so you got to be really cautious on that one. But if you want to do some ice fishing and travel north, Houghton Lake is a good destination. In the meantime, pray for snow. You're going to have to be patient once again. And thanks for joining us on the Snow Conditions Report.